November 7th, 2021, the last race of the Generation 6 Cup car. Throughout the 8 years, the car received mixed reviews, from incredible racing in 2014 to boring or mediocre racing from 2015 to 2018. But in 2019, NASCAR made another horrible decision, reducing the horsepower from 750 to 550, along with that, high downforce. This made the races at the half miles so horrible. So, in 2021, NASCAR expanded the schedule with more road courses, a dirt track, and the return of Nashville Superspeedway. But in 2022, NASCAR introduced the new car that we see in the current day. But before we head there, we have to go back to 2020. Between the end of the 2019 season and beginning of the 2020 season, NASCAR was testing out the new car that is set to debut in 2021. But of course, the pandemic happened, so it was pushed back to 2022. So more testing happened in 2021, and on May 5th of that year, it was unveiled. They honestly look pretty good. Not as good as the Gen 4 cars, but still looking good. But one of the first issues came on July 8th. Steve Hummel, sorry if I butchered the name, put a crash test dummy at Talladega, and the crash test dummy crashed into the wall very hard, and the dummy supposedly died from the crash. Well, that wasn't a good look. Then more backlash came when NASCAR thought about bringing the 550 package to the new car, but that backlash grew more and more, and they upped the horsepower to 670 to every single track. I'm no expert, but that's not how a package works. Just imagine if Formula 1 cars also race on ovals and race on the same package that they do in the current day. Oh wait, let's just do it with the Forza 6 simulation. But despite all of that, NASCAR thought this Gen 7 is ready to race, and it debuted in 2022. The season starts up with the clash at Daytona. Oh wait, this is a Daytona. Is that a football stadium? Yeah, after 3 straight years of crapshoot racing at Daytona, it was moved from Daytona to the LA Coliseum. With that, Joe Logano won the first race of the LA Coliseum. This won't be the last time he'll appear in the video, trust me. So with that, we're headed to Daytona. After RRK won the duels on Thursdays, it's time for the big race, the Daytona 500. Hey, would you look at that? We got our first next-gen flip, and it's Harrison Burton of all people. So yeah, that was quickie. But anyway, after a couple of crashes at the end of the race, it was all decided by a bad block by Austin Cindric to win his first Daytona 500 in his first start in the number 2 car. We've now made it to Auto Club Speedway, and holy cow, incredible racing. Outside of Larson enduring Elliott to the wall, this race was absolutely fantastic, and we'll go move on to the next week at Las Vegas, where once again another Hendrick car got the win, but this time it was Alex Bowman. Phoenix is Phoenix, what could I say, except for Chase Briscoe getting his first win in the NASCAR Cup Series. Next week was Atlanta Motor Speedway. Let me rephrase that. Atlanta Super Speedway. Tons of crashes, and William Byron getting the win. That's all I got to say about this race. Moving on. Hey, look at that. I was at this race. And all I got to say is, wow. Circuit of the Americas always puts on the best racing with this type of car. Foreshadowing. After that, Richmond is Richmond. Either good or bad racing. Then Martinsville.
Well, I don't think he can get to him. He tried. And William Byron comes off turn 4 to win.
What was that? We'll get back to it later. Right now, Mother Nature hates us. After the rain delay, we got our most exciting finishes to witness Kyle Busch's last win with Joe Gibbs Racing. Then, of course, Talladega, Mother Nature hates us. My favorite driver win the race. Then, of course, we head over to Darlington.
Oh, into the wall. Oh, Logano goes by.
Well, that was unexpected. But anyway, at least he got the win. Wait. Hold on. It was 2 laps to go when he did that? Oh boy. So yeah, that was unnecessary. Doesn't matter if it's your favorite driver or your least favorite driver. That bump near the second to the last lap, that was unnecessary on an intermediate. Maybe the only exception is a short track, but other type tracks, yeah, no. Then we move on to Kansas, where Kyle Larson had a great save earlier in stage 3, but it couldn't be enough because Kurt Busch got the win. Then the Texas All-Star race. One word to describe this race.
It's the biggest piece of dog.
Well, so after that, we move on to the Coke 600. The best race of the 2022 season. It's not even debatable. And now we enter the final player for this story, Ross Chastain.
Probably frustration. He was door to door with him a lot. He just around goes the 9, Chase Elliott.
So after Joey Logano won the Gateway race, we head over to Sonoma, where Daniel Suarez will get his first of 2 Cup Series wins. Then after that, it's Chase Elliott, Tyler Reddick, but no one cares about RCR, Elliott again, Christopher Bell, and Denny Hamlin. Wait, what? Denny Hamlin got DQ'd? Okay, never mind. Chase Elliott. So after that, Tyler Reddick won again, but again, no one cares about RCR. Then it's back-to-back with Kevin Harvick winning at Michigan and Richmond. Kyle Larson, even though he should have won to begin with, but who cares at this point? Then now there's 2 more playoff spots up for grabs. Wait a minute. Where's Kurt Busch? Didn't he just win at Kansas? Oh, right.
And you'd think that Kurt could go as...
Hang on to it. Hard into the wall.
So, that comment that Bubba Wallace made, yeah, more people spoke out on social media, but how? That didn't even look like a hard hit. Now that we don't know at the time. But after Kurt Busch got a concussion and was forced to sit out for this race, and unfortunately the remainder of the season and the rest of his career, this car was just unsafe. Okay, so who won at Daytona?
Martin Truex Jr. trying to fight back up there to get in points, but it's Austin Dillon who wins at Daytona.
So, you're telling me Martin Truex Jr., a racer who's been consistent all year back in 2022, missed out the playoffs to a guy who's been mediocre in his entire Cup career? Playoffs suck. Well, it's playoff time. We're at the Darlington Speedway for the Southern 500. Eric Jones got the win for Petty GMS Racing. Wait, there's one more thing I forgot to mention. Whoops. Now to the car. The car has more issues than the previous ones. First ones are the tires. The tires can't even last till a scheduled pit stop. They always seem to blow up in the early run of the race. Yes, I know the previous cars had the same issue too, but it wasn't so common, unless you're the 2008 Brickyard 400. These tires and the cars didn't gel well in 2022, but thankfully they fixed it in 2023. But yeah, that was a bit of a crapshoot in 2022. Also, are these engines made out of cardboard? Because there are more fires on these cars. Mostly the Fords. The Fords can't catch a break. And lastly, the racing on the short tracks and road courses. It's so boring with this car. Which is so weird because the fans always point out the car doesn't seem to work at the road courses and the short tracks. Now, let me ask y'all something. Where the f*** was this criticism during the COT cars and the Gen 6 cars with the 1.5 miles on the cookie cutter tracks? The tracks weren't even the issue to begin with. It was the cars! The cars! Oh, okay. Too far? I'm sorry. Alright, so after that, Bubba Wallace won at Kansas in the 45 car. And then Chris Buescher got the win at Bristol for RFK's first win in the rebrand. Now we move on to Texas. I think this montage says this race best. Just a combination of bad racing and terrible next-gen problems. And it wasn't even the track's fault. It was the car. You blamed it on Texas, then you have not seen the other races after 2022. Oh, and just put a cherry on top.
Oh, Hamlin just got spun. And under caution, too. NASCAR's not going to be happy with whoever did that. Huh? What do you mean they didn't see it?
Yeah, that was my exact same reaction. I know NASCAR always had bad officiating, but wow. 2022 was the breaking point of horrible officiating and lack of accountability. This race at my home freaking track is the breaking point for most NASCAR fans to just not have hope for any NASCAR officials. Like, what the frick? Okay. This video is going on for long enough, so let's go ahead and make it quick. Talladega, Elliott. Charlotte Roval, Bell. Should have been Elliott's. Las Vegas, Bubbles almost committed murder on Larson and got suspended for it. Logano. Homestead, Larson got his redemption. In Martinsville, Christopher Bell again. And yes, I know the wall ride mood is awesome. Moving on. Then the championship race. Can Elliott win? Nope. He choked it. Well, Logano's the champion. And with that, the season is finally over. I can't believe it's actually been 4 years since the season happened. That was also the year I started off my Chase TPS franchise show, but that's not the main topic of the video. Let's just get back to the Gen 7 car. It's still getting backlash, with 2025 and 2024 in particular. And while I'm glad that NASCAR is at least fixing the issues with these cars, there's still a long way to go. So looking back to this season, was it good? Well, for me, yeah, it was honestly pretty good from the regular season, but the playoffs happened. So it was, for me, it was a 7.5 out. So I'll give this season a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah, that was my overall ranking for this season. But to be honest, without 2022 in particular, I wouldn't be able to grow my YouTube channel and talk about the many issues that NASCAR has. Anyway, this is Chase TPS, and I'll see y'all next time.